Now coming to that, all this resulted in globalization. But Francis Fukuyama warned that there is something wrong in this economics. It is only 80% right. There is a 20% missing element, and that is culture. He put it beautifully. He wrote the first book in 1992. He wrote the second book in 1994. So the Economist magazine wrote on the second book. He wrote the first book as End of History. The second book is End of Economics. You see the threat they see in culture.
Yeah.
If you look at culture, it is End of Economics. But Fukuyama is right. Because the subsequent developments prove that you cannot have one size fit all model for development. Which is what communism said, which is what capitalism said, which is what Karl Marx said, which is what Max Weber said. Because they all theorized only the Christian society.
Yes.
Even within the Christian society, they could not bring it about.
And they try to universalize it to all humans.
Universalize it. But the one thing in the West is, they also know where they are going wrong, but they will never admit they are going wrong. So in the year 2005, there was a stunning development. The G20 nations, finance ministers and central bank governors met, and they issued a statement in Beijing that this one-size-fit-all model for development is not working. Each nation will have to work out its own model of development consistent with its specific characteristics. I tell you, nobody even noticed it. And such a powerful forum as G20.
Yeah, that's a huge statement to make. Yeah.
Well before 2008 crisis. The Western economists, institutions, market operators knew that 2008 crisis. But the moment they mentioned it, the crisis would be there on hand.
Right.
So they wanted to postpone it as long as possible. Then in 2008, the World Bank, which has been canvassing for the last 50 years for this one-size-fit-all model. In fact, they use the word one-size-fit-all model. It won't work. World Bank said, we have learned the hard way in our working in the last several decades that this one-size-fit-all model is not working. For an institution like us to say, it's very painful. But still we say it is not working. Not a single article was written in India about this by any economist.
Because we are too much invested in that model.
Except me. I only kept writing about it. I said the world is now giving up. The West is giving up that its model is the model for all. They are giving it up. Begin thinking about it. No one even noticed it. The 2008 crisis did shake up because this World Bank statement was made in June 2008. In 2008, October, November, this crisis came. Even then, nobody noticed it. But in 2010, the United Nations said that what we have done is wrong. This one-size-fit-all model is no good. We should drop it. Completely reversing 1951 statement. In 2013, in the General Assembly debates of United Nations, you must see that debate. Country after country, saying what is our identity without our culture, without our traditions, without our value systems. So we cannot have an economic model or development or satisfaction or happiness without that being linked to our culture.
Wonderful.
So the United Nations, when it set the millennium goal, they said it is development with culture. This is still to inform the national debates anywhere in the world. But this is the position.